Now let's focus on curriculum under the Islamic perspective of education. What is curriculum? Let's begin with that. Curriculum simply is a collection of content that should be taught under different disciplines. Whether we teach 5, 10, however many disciplines we teach, each discipline needs a content, and that is curriculum. And today, it is important to focus on the past, the present, and focus also on what will our students need to be successful in their future lives. That is what should make the curriculum. So let's see. According to the Islamic perspective, obviously, the basis for any curriculum would have to be the Quran, the Hadith, the Fiqh, have a prime place in the curriculum. Nothing can be beyond that. It has to be based on the teachings of the Quran, the Hadith, and the Fiqh. That being the principle, as we saw earlier in the different philosophers that we looked at, how they brought in the other areas, law and jurisprudence and medicine and science and even music, into the teachings for our students based on their understanding of what the Quran, the Hadith, and the Fiqh have to say about all this. So whatever we teach, the content will have to be based on these three basic principles of Islamic teachings and literature. Islam urges to conquer the universe, and it includes sciences, technology, industry, banking, space, modern medical facilities, and research in different fields. So Islam is not a narrow-minded ideology. The Islamic ideology of education says, go out and seek the knowledge. It even says, even if you have to go to China, said so many years ago, China was distant then. Really what it means is go anywhere where you can get knowledge. And then it does not limit it to just religious knowledge or areas of religious knowledge. It also says go and find information and knowledge that will help you lead a comfortable life today. So it promotes the teaching of the sciences, the mathematics, arts, literature, and all those wonderful things that we should be exposing our students to. Not only the old works and the old books, but also the new works and the new books. You don't learn English only by studying Shakespeare. You don't. You learn English even by reading and studying a lot of modern English literature. Same is true for the sciences. Same is true for the math. Same is true for history. Same is true for law. Things change, and as change happens, we must be open to accept change. And our students today will only be able to accept change in their lives and live with the change if we today train them into how change needs to be managed and what you need to sift and keep and what you need to throw away. Curriculum is heavy, okay? But at some point, somebody has to look and say, how much is too much? When we look at an academic year for students, it's not 12 months. An academic year is 8 to 9 months, given all the holidays and everything that happen. So, when you write curriculum or when you're trying to put content in curriculum for different subject areas, it's important to keep in mind that we won't have a calendar year to finish this course in. We will only have 8 or 9 months, and therefore, how much should we put in? Now, curriculum is a skill. Anybody cannot sit and write a curriculum. It's a skill, what goes on, how much goes on, and a curriculum as content is not just a list. It's much more than a list. At least it should be more than a list. And then finally we have the study and pursuit of math, physics, chemistry, computers, which should help turn an individual into a secular-minded person. Secular-minded person means when you study all these sciences, it doesn't mean you become a-religious. It doesn't mean religion is not important. Religion is important, but these subjects are also important. So study keeping in mind the truth, the real, and the moral. No matter what subject you study, what curriculum you study, keeping these three things in mind will help frame a curriculum that will help students lead a fruitful life in the future.